Today we have a unique tool that comes in under $20, even with free shipping. This is almost like an upgraded Victorinox model. Comes in very light, very portable. There is a sheath that comes with it. And part of the beauty of this tool is that there is a bit kit that stores in the back here as well. So that's one of the things that attracted me to this actually was the bit kit. A lot of times these tools don't have that, and it actually fits in right here. So it's a little bit different. But first, let's talk about all the features of the tool. So the pouch, the nice thing is that you can store the bit kit right there, but otherwise it's a very generic pouch. I do like that it has a snap right there. Sometimes I'll have a belt on and want to put the sheath on or the pouch on after the belt is on. So that's always handy when you can do that with this snap button right there. Let's talk about the knife right here. On the outside, I was very attracted by the more premium look of this. I debated for, maybe a month or two if I should actually get this, but you can see that it has G10 handles right there. It has a very nice pocket clip, almost reminiscent of the Leatherman Free series. So very nice as well. It does on the bottom have a glass breaker. That seems to be something this is found on AliExpress only at this time, I believe. This is the Sanrenmu, I think it is. So this is the 16-in-1 Sanrenmu 16-in-1. This is 7116 is the model. There is a black model as well. That one is 7106. There is a little bit of a difference between those just in the color of the scales. That's basically everything. So on this knife, one of the things, again, that attracted me was the knife, actually, not just the multi-tool. This is Sandvik 12C27 with a hardness of 58. But unfortunately, this, you can't really flip it very well. You have to flick it with your wrist fairly hard. I really don't want to try to do that too much on camera, but I'll leave it up to you. It seems like these pivots are tightened too much. Also, it probably needs some better washers. It would be nice if it had ball bearings of some sort or something where it was a little bit easier. But perhaps because it has no lock on it, that's why it is a little bit tighter to flick out, also to put back in place. The knife itself, the knife blade looks fairly nice. It looks a little bit nicer. I like this shape. The shape of the blade looks sort of cool. So that's nice as well. Again, I like the G10 scales. I like the knife blade. One of the different things about this tool is that the saw blade is locking, the knife blade is not. So that may be attractive to those in the European market. The saw is all right there. Again, we've talked about the glass breaker on the bottom. Then when we move to the back of the tool, we do have several more tools on the back. Now, it seems to be very popular now to have these cutters right here. So we've got this twine cutter almost, the Phillips screwdriver. We've got this file. Then they call this a can opener or a can lifter, I think they call it right here. So that's a little different. I would probably label that more like a micro screwdriver, but they don't. We have the can opener right here, also the flat screwdriver. Now, none of these tools lock either, but they are on the back of this tool. I think it's a fairly nice tool complement as it is. We've talked about this tool. Again, it's $18. Perhaps I complained too much about the blade. Everything else is pretty nice. The thing that I was most excited about was actually this bit adapter on the side. But when I took the bit adapter out of the package, it just looked a little weird. It seemed like there were some almost like metal or plastic shavings inside the adapter. It didn't look well machined. It looked a little weird. But when you put the pieces together, everything seems to work just fine. There doesn't seem to be any issues with it, and it works great. So perhaps, again, maybe I'm overthinking this. Again, it's $18. So there we go. We've got a 4mm screwdriver on the side of a knife. It's very minimalistic, sort of cool right there. I sort of like that concept. Now, I believe if you take apart some Victorinoxes, they have something very similar to this, but essentially this is this knife right here, Sanrenmu or whatever, exploiting that opportunity. So pretty cool right there. It does come with this whole bit kit that you can take apart these right here, put it in the pouch, then you're ready to go. Obviously, that's not exactly how they go, but it does close if you put in right, put in your pouch, you're ready to go. Let me know what you think about this. I think it's a sort of a cool tool. Again, for $18, I feel like it does offer something different, something a little bit more value than some of the other things that I've seen even on Amazon, eBay, wherever you buy your tools. I do think it's worth getting if you keep in mind that it's only $18. You're not getting a $200 value out of a $20 tool. But it does have some very cool features. I like the knife. I like the pocket clip. Overall, I think it is a pretty cool tool.